Check this out. Glorious brand new gameplay from Cyberpunk 2077. Showing off vehicle customization. It is beautiful. So we're going to be taking a look at this. We're going to also be talking about brand new information about racing and races in the game. So, hey everyone, what's up? Open World Games here. Hope you all are doing good. And let's dive straight into this. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button. Follow me here on YouTube if you want more Cyberpunk 2077 goodness. I'm telling you what, I'm going to be covering the heck out of this game for sure. So yeah, as you can see, the gameplay is just like mouth-watering gameplay. It is beautiful looking. You got motorcycles, all sorts of different cars available to you in Cyberpunk 2077, including the economy class vehicles. So these are going to be more of your junker style vehicles, very basic cars and trucks and stuff like that you can actually obtain. You can steal your ride, of course, if you want to. You'll see that gameplay here in just a moment. But if you're living that junker lifestyle on the outskirts of the city, maybe in the desert, this might be your style. This might be something that you're really into. Or if you want to go fancy smancy with it, you can go for the executive class cars. And these are going to be absolutely beautiful, as you can see. The interiors are lush. The exterior really reflects that high profile lifestyle and maybe more of the city lifestyle as well. But yeah, you can also either steal the cars or go to your fixer who can offer you to purchase those cars off of him. So you can be like, hey, I got a car for you. Do you want it? Now, if you're on a really tough mission and you're like, I need something that's armored up, you can go for the heavy duty vehicles. So these will really help shield you and actually get through tough choke points, checkpoints, and stuff like that. So that's super important. And then, of course, you're probably wondering, Robbie, what about the racing? Tell me about the races in the game. So yes, it has been officially confirmed by CD Projekt Red that we are going to be getting races in Cyberpunk 2077. And there's going to be different flavors of racing in this game as well. You're going to be able to race on the outskirts of the city, in the more desert regions, the Badlands, and then you'll have more technical races in the city with sharp turns and stuff like that. But they did warn this. They said, bring a gun. So if you're even racing, there's going to be a danger to it. You need a weapon because anything can happen in Night City, as they said recently. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm super hyped for the racing especially. And they showed off something else that's really cool, which we'll be seeing here in just a moment. Showed off high-profile cars, but they also showed off Johnny Silverhand's car, which of course is Keanu Reeves' character. It is a licensed Porsche, so this is badass. So expect to see this car in the game. And yeah, that is so cool that they actually worked with Porsche to get a futuristic Porsche in the game. So I am super hyped for that as well. Now, a lot of your styles are going to be reflective in the actual city itself. So they also showed off the gangs of Night City and the styles you can expect dependent on where you are in this city. So there's going to be different biomes, I guess you would say, and different gangs that hold on to this city, and they're fighting with each other, and you're going to be working with them and also fighting against them. But again, you're going to see their style in their clothing and what they're wearing, and also their cars, their vehicles, and things like that. So I thought that was really cool how they fleshed out this universe in such a realistic way. Despite it being set in the future, they really wanted to feel realistic, which I love. And again, yeah, there's motorcycles, which I personally really am going to go after the motorcycles. You're probably going to be more fragile on the motorcycle, of course, compared to being in a heavy duty vehicle. So that's something you got to really consider when going on some of these missions. So you got to be really careful with that. But you may want to challenge yourself and be like, hey, I want to wing it. I want to do this mission with my motorcycle. Hell yes. So yeah, it's really cool to see that this city is divided up like this. And you'll see like the 6th Street here, who are going to be like your more patriotic, rebellious type group as well. And you're going to want to be careful about running into them. Now, if you wanted to, you can customize your character to kind of reflect a style of a gang. So if you're really like into a certain gang or something like that, you could be like, hey, I want to look like this gang. I want my car to reflect this one. And that's what I really want to do. So if you want to go after the voodoo type look, go for it. That's something you can definitely do. And you can see how it's like these games cater towards different styles of gameplay as well, which I found very fascinating. This is kind of like the deep diving from Ghost in the Shell. If anyone's familiar with Ghost in the Shell, I'm a huge fan of that. So yeah, you can have that type of gameplay elements with, it appears, with the voodoo game in the game. So I thought that was really cool how they're definitely catering towards different styles of play with different gangs and of course different vehicles. And then you have the animals. One of these gangs also specializes in hand-to-hand combat, and I think that's going to be the animals. And it looks like there's going to be fight clubs that you can participate in with this gang. And I would imagine that their vehicles would be more beefy, heavy-duty rides. And I'm curious to see what they're driving around in the city. So yeah, as we go further into this, you can see that we have, I think these guys are called the Tiger Claws, if I'm correct, and they're going to be your more Asian-influenced Chinatown culture, which I was so hyped to see this in the game because I'm a huge fan of games like Sleeping Dogs and, of course, seeing that Asian flair in the city. I thought, yeah, this is definitely going to be a place I'm going to be hanging out in Night City. And then you got the more neon-looking places as well, and the free-spirited people. So you can join, you don't join gangs in this game. You are going to be working at the Afterlife, which is going to be a central hub in Night City. And that's where you're going to be doing jobs for all of these gangs. So you're basically a mercenary, and the gangs don't really trust you because you're a mercenary. So you're going to be contracted by a lot of different gangs for that reason. It looks like this gang right here specializes in racing. So as we were talking about, you know, races and vehicle customization, this might be your thing. This might be where you really want to go out into the Badlands and really experiencing what this gang right here has to offer, which it's very tempting to just go all out Fast and Furious in Cyberpunk 2077. You know, that would be really badass, and it looks like it's something you can absolutely do in Cyberpunk 2077 for sure. And come on now, isn't this game absolutely beautiful? Just the outskirts of the city, I cannot wait to explore that, and the you know, the inner hub worlds and you know, the different districts. But yeah, I'm super hyped to see that vehicle customization is so very extensive in this game. It looks like you can also upgrade vehicles. There are hints and teases at that, and it looks like you're going to be getting your own fixer to help you along the way to purchase whatever vehicles you really want. And they're all going to be having different types of handling characteristics as well. So that's something super important to know as you play Cyberpunk 2077. Me personally, I think I'm going to be going with the more, I don't know, sports class vehicle. That's the one that really drew me in, where I can take it to a race and be confident that this thing can survive. But then again, the executive vehicles look really cool. And if I'm exploring out in the Badlands, I don't know, some of these economy vehicles look like they are rugged enough to really survive for long periods of time. Like, they look like they've been around for a long time, and it's like that saying, they don't make things like they used to, especially with the economy vehicles. That's kind of the saying that I get from those vehicles. So we'll see what happens when I sit down to finally play this. There's going to be so many tough choices when choosing my gameplay style. Let me know what you guys are going to do in the future. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're going to do and what vehicle class really inspires you, I guess you would say, what you're going to go for. But thank you all so much for watching. This gameplay was absolutely insane today. A real treat from CD Projekt Red. I cannot wait for Cyberpunk 2077. It's going to be releasing on November 19th. Let me know also what console or platform you're going to be playing it on. Of course, this is going to be available on PS5 and Xbox Series X. So I'm super hyped for that. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more Cyberpunk 2077, and I will see you next time. Take care.